Today I'm gonna head over to the junkyard and find a gas tank. It's gotta be 27 inches or narrower, or it won't fit in the frame. So that's what I'm looking for, a 27 inch or narrower gas tank. So I'm gonna pack up my tools, I'm gonna head over there and take you guys along with me. Alright, we're here at this disgusting, hideously ugly, I think it's a Firebird. Yep, Firebird. And I'm gonna attempt to pull the gas tank out of this. Got a bunch of mats on the ground. This thing was already up in the air, so that's handy. Well, unfortunately that gas tank is not gonna work. It's 31 inches, so I'm gonna have to keep looking. Well, I didn't find anything at the junkyard. I didn't find a gas tank that'll fit. So I'm gonna have to go with plan B. See if I could find something cheap on eBay. Maybe a fuel cell, like a nice square fuel cell. Here it is, 1987 Jeep Wrangler gas tank. This just happens to fit between the rear frame rails. It's like a perfect fit. It's only 15 gallons, but that should be enough. It's only 5 gallons less than the original tank. Not too worried about that. Should be fine. You really can't fit anything bigger between the frame rails without modifying stuff, and I don't want to trim the frame rails or anything like that. So this will fit fine. Actually, it'll fit great, and it'll be fine how big it is. Got a 1-inch filler here that I will not be using. I'm going to cap that off. And I'm going to get a weld-on filler neck. Since this is brand new, I don't have to worry about gas vapors in there. I'm going to weld it on right here with the cap, of course, and then I'm going to cut a door in the bed. I could lift up, have access to the sending unit, and to fill it. That's the plan. I'll be using, it's actually coming in the mail, a 1987 Blazer sending unit. This is an OEM fuel pump that was used in a lot of different cars with the LS engines. It makes 61 psi, which is perfect for the LS motor. And it's AC Delco EP381. All I gotta do to make that tank fit is remove this cross member piece right here. It really doesn't do anything for the frame. I believe it was something to mount the spare tire to. It's very thin metal. I gotta get rid of this, and I gotta move my brake line bracket here. I gotta move it back right about here. That shouldn't be a big deal at all. Just gotta cut this rivet off and put a bolt through it. So that's that. That's all I gotta do back here. So what I'm gonna do for the gas tank mount is I'm gonna make a box out of this 1-inch tubing, square tubing, and weld it all up nice. And I'm gonna weld on some probably 1/4-inch pieces that'll mount to the frame. Alright guys, I got my sending unit. Here it is. This is from a 1987 Blazer. It's got like 4 different tubes here. Some of them I'll probably cap off and I won't need. One's gonna be a vent, and then I'll need a return and a feed, but I don't know what the 4th one is for. And there's the float. So when I hook up this purple wire to my gas gauge, it should work. I'll try that out. And then the plug is even the same for this AC Delco fuel pump. So that's great. Don't have to change anything there. And I already test fit this in the tank and it fits perfectly. So if anyone else wants to do this combination here, once again, this is a 1987 Jeep Wrangler gas tank. You can use an 87 through 90 gas tank. It's 15 gallons. It is 25 inches long or wide, however you want to say, one way, and 18 inches this way, and 11 inches tall. This is an EP 381 fuel pump and a 1987 Blazer sending unit. Alright guys, I removed that little brace that went across right here. So now we got plenty of room. And I also took off this little thingy here. Now I gotta relocate that a little ways down. Alright guys, I'm working on the gas tank mount. I built this frame here. This box goes all the way around the tank, and I'm going to put these corner pieces on, weld those on. I'm going to drill a hole straight down through the lip on the gas tank and put a bolt through, and there'll be one on each corner. So 4 bolts holding the tank to this bracket, and then I'll have 4 total, 2 on each side of this, I believe 1/4 inch. Might be a little less than 1/4 inch, but it's good enough. It's 3/16, so that should be plenty enough, plenty thick enough. And I'll weld that right to here, and then I'll add a little bracket coming off from the bottom of this tubing, and that'll work out really well. It might be overkill, but it's better than, you know, having the tank break off, because when you put gas in a gas tank, it gets heavy. So I just want to make sure it's on there real well. Alright, I decided I'm gonna put a triangle on the top and bottom of the box here. So I cut out 8 triangles, and 1 will go on the top and 1 will go on the bottom. And then I cut out 4 squares that I could weld and cover up those holes. Usually when I work with this square tubing and build stuff out of it, I cover these holes just because it looks nice, and mostly because it keeps, you know, dirt and bugs and, you know, anything out of there, you know, bees, whatever. Well, I got this mocked up. I got my triangles tacked on there and stuff. Unfortunately, these bolts I got aren't quite long enough, so I'm gonna have to get some different bolts, longer bolts, same size but just longer. Alright guys, I finished the gas tank bracket, cleaned up all the edges, rounded them all off nice. Looks pretty good. I'm gonna paint it. I'm gonna mark my holes first where I gotta drill on the frame, and then I'll paint it and put it together. Alright guys, there it is, all done. Looks pretty good. Alright, there we go. Gas tank is mounted. Try to show you guys the best I can. It's a little bit dark in this corner. It's gonna work out well. That's gonna be the end of this video. Still gotta put my brake line bracket back on, but that's all I'm gonna do for this video. In the next video, I will work on my sending unit and my fuel pump, and then I'll figure out what I'm gonna do for fuel lines. But anyway, yeah, that's it for this video. If you like what you see, subscribe to my channel, give it a thumbs up, appreciate it. I like reading through all the comments. I try to reply to every one of them. So until next time, see ya.